Just thought I'd pop on for, I don't know. It is a little hair chat. I just wanted to come and pop on because, you know, if some people know, I've had dreads done for the first time. And I just wanted to say to anyone who may be interested, got them or maybe having them, how I went on with my first night's sleep last night. Any sort of, call them negative comments, it's up to people whether they want to comment or not, which I will shout out the people who've commented that have absolutely made me laugh. Hi Effie, I'm going to bed soon. It's just I've had a busy day watching while I was cleaning because I'm swapping my both sons' bedrooms over. Yay, got you live, yay. Hi Sarah, hi Joe and Effie and anyone else who's listening. Been swapping my youngest son's bedroom over with my eldest, so my youngest has ended up with a bigger room and my eldest with the smaller. That's what he wanted, so I'm happy about that. But we've been moving all the beds about, moving all the furniture about, me and him, listening to the lovely Lifting the Lid Robin on his awakening story today on the lovely Brian Staveley's channel. Is it? I always forget his second name, but if you know, you know. Doing all that while I was trying to say hi to everyone. I'm moving all that about. Hi, Red Eye Jedi. And then I've just sat down and I've just finished my dreads off because my ends of my dreads, when they were down the other day, if anyone noticed, they had like long pieces on them. I didn't really like them, so I cut them off and dreaded it in myself because I can do all that myself anyway because I'm quite a creative person, if you didn't know. So I just thought I'd start off with comments that I've got, a few. I got lovely comments off people. There was only really a few negative so far. I'm sure I'll get some more because negative people like to make negative comments. Life is changing a lot for you. Yeah, and I've got my beautiful orbs in that I've been filming. So I think I've only had one or two comments, but I'm going to read one out because it's hilarious. And this person is sub to me, but this person has never made a sort of, this person always tries to make out the comments sort of all right because they always put a smiley face on the end of it. But I'll read it out because it is quite an interesting comment. It's hilarious. Let me find my phone. I can find my phone. Right, just let me find my phone. Where have I put it? Oh, it's there. So, and I'm just going to shout this comment out because this is what some people, you know, sort of uneducated and obviously goes with the system would think, but each to their own and all that. But then it's each to their own with my hairstyle. It's my hair and I'll do what I want with it. Nothing anyone says is going to change my mind, but I just thought I'd read this out because it's quite funny. And then I'll tell you how I went on sleeping on this last night. Now it's all done. Let me go through. So like I said, it's up to what people comment, but this person is sub to me. I don't understand why this person is sub to me because they've sort of said things but trying to make out they're being nice, but they're actually not. And it is this person that I do see on other people's comment. Someone called Luby Lou commented, firstly commented on my orbs video, which I thought was hilarious because this is what a lot of people comment when they're in fear. They don't understand what's going on or they don't actually research themselves. Dust mites again, woo, because they think the orbs are dust. Maybe they need to go and learn about energy and light and plasma and frequencies and stuff like that. Maybe they might learn something. The next comment off this same person about my hair was hilarious because it was. Hope you're watching as well. Because this is, I'm reading this out because this is sort of comments people do put. There's not anyone who's done it a lot yet. Oh, I don't think it looks good. I don't think it looks odd, meaning my dreads. But you are definitely too old to pull dreads. Look, I'm afraid. Smiley face. I'm like, okay, so you don't think it looks odd. That's fair enough. That's up to you if you like it or not. I like it, so it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. But to say to someone, you're definitely too old to pull dreads off, I'm afraid is, yeah. It's like, one, I'm not too old. I don't know what you class old as. Two, if you look in the dread community of anybody with dreaded hair, There's a lot of people that are right in the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I didn't say I was coming on Tapper. So what the hell's that about? You get grandmas and granddads. That's a really like uneducated sort of negative, silly thing to say. Hello? But this person doesn't even have a, even got a, whatchamacallit, a profile on the picture because they are just, this Luby Lou here has no picture. Can't see how you are, can't see what your hair looks like. Probably the person that wouldn't have the balls to have the hair dreaded, whether they like it or not. But I just thought I'd shout that out because this is what people come with. I'll say it again. I don't think it looks odd, but you're definitely too old to pull off dreads. Look, I'm afraid. Smiley face. That's the answer to you. Just thought I'd put that out there. Some people. And I've just saying today on Facebook, there's so many people who just thrall in negativity. They just can't say anything nice to anybody because the drama kings and queens. And it's just like, you need to get a grip. I said to this person, left a text, where's your inner light at? Where's your inner light? You think orbs is dust, but then again, you wouldn't see the light because there is no inner light within you, I would say. Because this year, 2020, if you're not already doing it, it's about going within and bringing that love inside out. But then again, this is part of my spiritual journey, but make sure that you're not being a doormat for people. So I will shout people out now and again who are making silly ass comments that sound very immature, like you're very young maybe. Keyboard warriors, but keyboard warriors are keyboard warriors. But like I said, this person subbed to my channel. I think some people just sub to people's channel who are like quite full of light just to go and hate because that's all they've got to do, hate on people because their life is so, I don't know, sad, not full of happiness. Maybe they don't do the things they really want to do. I do the things I want to do. I want to wear dreads. I'll put dreads in. 17 in the house. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to listen to someone saying I'm too old. I'm too old. What? 42's old. I bet I look younger than this person. I wonder how old they are. Oh dear, you're as young as you feel. If you lived your life by people saying you're too old for this and you're too old for that, what's all that about? So what? I've got to go and dress all fuddy-duddy and, I don't know, perm my hair and like, I don't know. How sad's that? Really sad. Hi, John Binney. I'm 42. Yeah, nearly 43. 43 next month. I'm 43 next month. But yeah, sometimes I like to call these little comments out because I just think it's hilarious. But most of the comments were nice, but that doesn't really matter. It's not going to stop me. I'm 45 with grown kids and raising a 5-year-old, never too old. Exactly. I'm nearly 43 and I've got a 20-year-old and a 4-year-old and he's nearly 5. 43. Exactly. 43. Like, I'm 42, nearly 43. If this person thinks they must be young, 42's old. I wonder how old they are themselves. You're as young as you feel. Age is but a number. I'm still 21. Yeah, well, we all say that, don't we? Because it's an energy and you're as young as you feel. It's just a number. You're as young as, like, when everyone says 21, that's because you feel 21 because, you don't change inside. It's just the outside of your shell. But why have we got to act our age? And, like, this is what the whole thing's about your inner light. It's about being childlike. It's about having fun. It's about happiness and joy. And a lot of these people don't come from happiness and joy because they don't know who they are. All they can do is, like, go around and just say negative comments all the time. Like you could say something else, but you can't. So maybe in 2020, these people out there, need to start changing your tune and your frequency and maybe like try and get into like, maybe send in a loving comment or just don't comment at all. Just don't comment at all. You're showing your inner self. When we say your inner self, by commenting that, you're showing your inner self. You have no light because you're showing it, the way you comment, and some people do it in really snidey ways. I'll put a little smiley face on the end of it. Yes, and now I'm old enough to know better. Oh, dear me. But yeah, so last night, it was my first sleep on a full head because the other day, it took 15 hours. The first night, it was half a head. I had to sleep on that. Snarky, we call it sarky comments. And that was worse than when I had it all done. So last night wasn't actually too bad. It was okay. I'm getting used to it. They've got to loosen up still. I've got a braid in at the minute. I know you can't see it. And put it on the side. Oh, thank you, Ducky sis. Hi, Dolly. I'm older than dirt, and to me, you are a breath of fresh air. You are beautiful inside and out, and so creative. You and your ideas, you open up people's mind. Thank you, Ducky sister. That's a beautiful comment to say, because I am creative, because obviously I'm always making things and showing people, and I just want to bring a vibration to people. And I don't think it matters how old you are. I have friends in chat, friends in 3D and everywhere that are all different ages. We all get on and we're all bringing something to each other, and it is a frequency. As Robin was on, why is the name just gone out of my head? Whose channel were they on? Whose channel were we on before? It's a frequency, and we want to bring positivity and creativeness and that frequency to people around the world, because there's been too much doom and gloom, drama, negative people. But then again, no, Steve, is it Dave? I got Brian, sorry, Stave is, Brian Staveley's channel today, with the lovely Robin talking about his awakening. So please check that out if you haven't heard it. It was a great chat. Lots of positive people in there. Oh, I'll tell you in a minute, Jimmy. Because the thing is, you can't get away from it on YouTube, because it is a narcissistic keyboard warrior trolling arena. They love it, but those that have been here on for quite a bit, we're not bothered about them. That's a light, baby. You will be seen for what you are very soon, don't worry. A lot of people. Why do we want more doom and gloom? But I think because the world's been in a lot of doom and gloom and drama, if people are getting involved in it, that's all they know. It's like they can't be happy for people. They can't be happy for friends. They can't be happy for family. They can't be happy for people they don't even know. Why wouldn't you want to be happy for others and to bring that happiness out and push it out and give it to everyone? Thank you, Red Eye Jedi's just put Brian's channel in. Brian's Ace. I think he's from America, isn't he? Check that chat out today, because I'm all about pumping positivity out. And it doesn't mean you don't have days where you're off or you're feeling a bit low, but it's getting on board with it. Hi, Dave. Yeah, what's up? So, maybe these people, they're probably not. I said, maybe you should look at yourself and really see the sort of comments you're doing. Is that the sort of person you want to be? Do you just want to be somebody who just can't seem to... Is it so hard to say a nice comment? Can it not just roll off your tongue? Someone hurt them very bad. Yeah, I do think that, and I do feel sorry for these people, because you normally find out that they were either bullied, they've had trauma in their life, abuse, whatever. So I understand that, but they're choosing to do it to others, where it's never going to get them anywhere. Some will realise this, some won't. Some won't. So I definitely understand that, and I do forgive people. I do forgive. And they are afraid to forgive and go within. Exactly, because even I've had bits of trauma in my life. Everyone has bits, higher or low, whatever, but pain's pain. And the stuff I've had, I forgive those people, that person, but I'll never forget. I'll never forget, but I forgive them, because they don't know what they do. They've either following, like a family thing, it's like when we talk about these elites, maybe you're going to have to give some of them in the future, because some of them they've been brought up in it thinking it's normal. So if you're in an environment where you think this is normal, it's sort of not really their fault. So I understand that, but the only way they're going to come to true happiness is to drop that. I have said before, depression is you living in the past, you're thinking on the past too much. You don't need it. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't matter what happened or what you did. Forgive yourself, forgive others. You don't have to forget, but you just forgive. Anxiety is thinking too much about the future. You're living in the now. It's about the now. So, you know, hi Tapper and all. I'm 71, but I'm learning so much over the last 3 years. Wide awake here now and excited about our future. Thank you, Ducky Sis, because you come to truth. Some of it's bad, some of it's good, but it's exciting. I think we'll always be searching, on the quest, spiraling up. I just don't think you ever... I think people get to the point where they think they know everything. It's like, we don't know everything. I think we just keep spiraling. It's all a learning lesson in the cosmos. I think we just go and go and go and go. Like we're infinity, we live forever, we're energy. When this meat body goes, we're energy, and that's what I believe that the orbs are. Even if it's different beings, whatever, if God's in everything and everywhere at all times, omnipresent, then, you know, we're everywhere at all times. Right, and harbouring that anger, and yeah, and unforgiving only her. It does, Sarah. That's what my channel's all about, and it's going to be more about that this year. If you're harbouring your anger and you're not going to forgive, it only hurts you, and that's what I've said. It keeps you in the past. It keeps you on lockdown. That's why social mainstream media and stuff like that are always putting doom and gloom out and always bringing stories up of different things to trigger people in their traumas, to keep you down. It's another way of dumbing you down and keeping you sad and miserable in your life. They don't want you to be happy, because happy is a frequency. But happiness and a frequency is lifting, it's raising people's consciousness. Some people call it Christ consciousness. It's awareness. And that's what we're doing. So, you know, I'm not saying we don't have our off days and that, but if you can remember to be aware of something, even if you get up in the morning and you kickstart your day off a bit crappy, your kids are doing your head in and all that, you know, life is life, we are on earth as well. Just try and be aware of what it is that's bugging you that day. That's why I say get a journal, write it down. We're going to have to go through this again, what I like, stuff I do in my journals. And as long as you're aware of what you're doing or what you've said to someone, even if you've been a bit moody, just transmute it and then forget about it. You know, you can say sorry to someone, this, that, and the other. Yes, it is the victim mentality, and there's a lot on YouTube that do it. There's a lot in the real world, victim mentality. It's like, get over it. You don't have to be a victim. It's you that keeps yourself locked in a prison. It's you that keeps yourself the victim by constantly going on about stuff, like a few people on YouTube. You know, so, Dolly, you have tied your dreads up. Are you training them? Well, they're up because I cut these ends off because they had like these sticky bits out and I didn't like them, so I did it myself. And then, yeah, it's just because at the minute when I let it down, it's like poof, because it's got to settle. It takes like a few days or a week or whatever to sort of sit, you know, because it's quite tight here. And then they'll, you know, when they're first done. So it's in a braid and it's in a bun. I quite like it. You're going to see loads of different hairstyles. I can actually do more hairstyles with my dreads than I could when my hair was long and it was like normal hair. So yeah, I'm getting used to it. It's a bit frizzy at the minute, but hey, I got up this morning, I had a big bun on my head and I just tied it with my dreads and it was great. I had no bobbles. I didn't have to put nothing on it. It was great. I was like, I went to my friends, I showed it off and she was like, oh my God, it really suits you. You know, it's not for everyone, but even my sister said it really suits you because that's like your style and, you know, it really suits you. And I was like, thank you. Happiness is a choice. Yes, it is. Smile, things are always better. If you smile at someone on the street, they tend to smile back because it's a frequency. So thank you all. My life has not been a happy one, but moving forward, happy now. The ones around me are all lost. I adore the positive vibes here. Thank you, Duck Sister, and that's what this channel is about. That's why we get a few trolls now and again is you may have had bad things in the past, but when we learn to come away from that and realise what it is we love, be childlike. What were the things that you used to love when you were younger? Was it painting, drawing, dancing, going walking, running, exercising? What was it? Go back to it. Go back to it. You don't need people in your life who are in negative energies at all. Anyone who brings you down, step away. You will lose friends over being the light and yeah, it is Manchester. Being the light and doing the things you do. Because the thing is, when people see you doing the things you love and they're not doing it out of fear of people are going to think they're mad or people are, you know, I don't know, they don't want to show the true authentic self. No, I'm not into football. they get jealous because they want to do it. They're in fear because they don't want to lose friends or look stupid or, and it's just like, do what you love. It's your life. Why would you want to not do the things you love because someone's telling you something doesn't suit you or you shouldn't be doing it or you're going to look silly? Who cares? I said this the other day, if you live your life by other people, you'll never live your life at all. That's family, friends and whoever. So do what you love. You want to get your hair dreaded, get your hair dreaded. You want to shave your hair off, shave your hair off. You want to start dancing, start dancing. You want to go back to doing something that you really remember, like I said, because I'm quite creative, drawing, and people say I can't draw. It's like, can I ask about hair loss? What are you going on about? You can ask me questions, but if it's a silly question, you'll get chucked out because I don't stand for silliness. But if you're talking about dreads, yeah, if you're not with your, no profile picture, there'll be a taxi waiting. Don't mess for no. I don't stand for no messing about, especially at this time. I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, and you'd think, certain situations I'm in, you think I wouldn't be full of happiness, but I am because I haven't got anyone telling me what to do, apart from my mum, but that's my mum. She thinks she can still at my age, but mums are like that. Maybe I'll be like that when my kids are older, I don't know. Oh, look, it's someone from someone's channel. Oh dear, taxi time. Yeah, it's probably the person I was talking about before or someone that we already know because they just have to keep regurgitating stuff because they're not happy with themselves. So, yes. No, I don't know. It's so funny, isn't it? How people well, I can't help it, can I? When you're full of light, you draw the dark, and I mean, what can I say? But it's quite good, really, because you know that you're doing a good job. So what can I say? Very creative with no profile picture there, dearie me. Same regurgitating boring stuff. These people are not creative. So like I said, I don't know. You get that, Sarah. You get it when you come on YouTube. I'm used to it, so it doesn't bother me. Like I say, see, this is what I mean about, I don't go and follow people I'm not interested in. I don't watch people I'm not interested in. I only watch the people that I like, that have got good vibes and that I'm interested in watching. Other people, I don't, because it's all drama and that's all they live in. Who wants to live in drama? Like I just said at the beginning of this chat, we've all had too much of this through mainstream media, the elites, all this stuff that's been going on from time dot of keeping humanity down, in trying to keep them in their own cycle, because this is what it's about, of your life. It's about cutting your cycles. Man-made religion as well, talking about your sins. It's you that keeps yourself in that cycle. It's you that can set yourself free. We're not waiting for a Messiah. I mean, yeah, I'm not religious, but, but I believe in the Most High. I believe in a creator, source, whatever. I don't know what it looks like. I believe it's more like an energy light thing. But at the end of the day, we have guidance from that. But you know what's right and wrong, and it's you. You came here to set yourself free. So, and this is what I'm saying. Example, YouTube is a great example, because if you ever have a channel on there, you'll get people trying to bring you down, people trying to stop you. But like I said, it's the playground for narcissistic, sad, keyboarding warrior people. But you've got to do what you want to do. Yeah, and someone said the other day, FEO, why does the dark come to the light? I said, because you're like a light to the moth, moth to the flame sort of thing. But if you think about it, the moth always gets burnt in the end anyway. Oh, thank you, Dave. I know, as if I'm going to be like fazed by someone saying they don't like my hair. It's like, what do they expect me to do? Go and take them out? Oh, dearie me. But a lot of them people are controllers. They like to be in control, and when they're not in control, they just go around spreading hate. I've dated someone like that, so I've gone through the experience and know exactly what these people do. But like I say, through all these truthing communities, there's many joining together in unity, not always on the same level, but we are banding together because that's what it's about. And these other people don't like unity because really, I think at the end of the day, they don't really have any true friends. So the friends that they do get are all the ones that are lost in hate, division, the ones that are caught up in the drama because that's the only energy that they can suck off. But I have noticed a few people more coming over. I don't mean to me or other people that I know around the world with different communities going on. They're realising that they don't want to be in this drama anymore. It's not feeding them. At the end of the day, it's only bringing them down. I mean, I'm meeting beautiful people at beautiful meetups, all on different things. It's not saying that we all agree with the exact same thing, but it's just beautiful and everyone feels like family. And it's been more than family sometimes, you know, because family don't always understand you, especially if you've been on the truth in things. And the other thing I'll say as well is, it's going off a hair chat now, but you know what I'm like. I just say what I feel is, there's a lot of people out there who, I forgot what I was going to say now. What was I going to say? I forgot. Yeah. Hang on, what was I going to say then? Oh yeah, in the truthing community, there's a lot of people who go down the rabbit holes and they don't come up and they're paranoid as anything. I've been seeing some comments lately and I'm like, what's wrong with these people? I've been down the rabbit holes. I know about the elites, the Lumafati, the Lumadonkey, and so on and so on. And we all know about CIA and the government and the FBI and the police, but it's not all them people. It's just the higher ups, and some people at the bottom don't know. So they think when new people come into the community, the CIA, the shills, the this, that, and the other, then they go on about women are men and men are women, and all Hollywood are all men being women. Yeah, there is a lot of them, but it's not everybody because people get so paranoid. And that's how paranoid they get. They think everything's bad for you. Everybody's this, everybody's that. Every example, someone who works in the CIA, everybody's bad in the CIA. Everyone's bad in the government. No, that's bullshit, basically. It's not everybody. Half of the people don't even know. And then we have a discussion, and someone brought it up today again about money. Money is not evil. Money is not bad. We use money and we're using it at the minute and we will be using it for a bit. Money is not bad. It's the love of money. It's greed. Money is an energy exchange. People go on about rich people. Oh, they're bad because they're rich. No, they're not bad. So you don't trust them. Yeah, there's a lot that are, but it's not everybody. As I've said before, if you make money and you make it in a nice way where you're not, you know, these elites and that who are just stealing it and doing what they do, fakery and causing wars and all that most of us know about. You know, if it was me, if I became a millionaire, you can give back to the community. You don't need all that money. You can put it into other things. Love is power. Yeah, and then people go on about power. Well, people in power. And it's like, if you had power, it's all about your intentions. What you're going to use it for, good or bad. Luke Skywalker, Anakin, Star Wars, everyone goes on about that with NASA and that. I'm like, it's not about that. It's about the hero's journey. Anakin chose to go to the dark side, though he really wanted to come back. Sort of when he was Darth Vader, you saw it at the end when he died. He wanted to. But Luke Skywalker, they both had traumas, but it both took them different ways. It's a hero's journey. It's what you use money for. So it's not evil. People need to get that out of their heads. Oh, someone with money is evil. Or oh, someone who's, you know, going around in them circles are evils. It's like, no. Oh, they're trying to get in. These sort of people. And they're stuck in it and they can't get out of it. And it's like, yeah, keep trying, mate. In purple. And they just get paranoid. Really paranoid to the extent where I think they must just think everybody apart from their self is the only true person on earth. You know what I mean? That isn't like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I just find it funny. You can tell I'm just on one today. I'm meant to be talking about hair. Well, I did at the beginning, but I just thought I'd come for a little chat because sometimes it needs to be said. You know, sometimes it needs to be said. So you can get triggered in good ways, but it just makes you come and talk about a few things. But at the end of the day, it's truth. Yeah, taxi. I think we've got a line of taxis lined up, yeah, which are vacant, so get ready. It's the time of night as well, you know, the darker it gets and the lighter it gets, they start seeping out everywhere, don't they? Someone just mentioned Netflix before. What have I been watching recently on Netflix? I'm watching something called The Gift, even though it's Spanish or something, it's English, but yeah, it's all right. I've watched Hellboy. The new Hellboy was really good. Yeah, and I know he's like meant to be the devil and all that, but he's good in it. But it's twisted as well because it tells you about the Nazis. If anyone's watched the first one, you'll see that anyway. It's got Club Osiris, which made me laugh. Osiris, really. And I'm sorry to spoil this, but there's a guy who's a hunter and he's got deer thing on his head, and that's a bit like the Elite. And oh yeah, it's got all that stuff in there, but I still enjoyed it. So I watched Hellboy. Um, what did I watch the other day? I watched The Witcher. Got through. I watched The Witcher. And what was the series I was watching that I've got through? Dirk Gently's. Um, there's some new ones I'm waiting for. There was one I watched. Tapper. What was the other one I watched the other night? I've been watching some new ones and I can't remember. Yeah, Creeping in the Shadows. Uh, I'd have to look, Jimmy. I'd have to look. The one thing I was watching on telly before, and I never watched telly, but I just saw it and had to laugh, was Independence Day something, the second one to Independence Day, which was a bit cack. But I watched it because I like to see what they're putting out there about an alien invasion and this, that, and the other. And it just made me laugh at the beginning because when this alien ship came in, everything, it seemed like metal and people were getting picked up. And I thought, that's interesting because metal. So why were the people getting picked up like a magnet? Because they do say, yeah, that's it. Sorry, was it Resurrection? Something like that. They do say that a lot of stuff when they were chemming us down with chemtrails and fluoride and all that, they actually put pieces of metal in us, metal. So I thought, that's interesting. But I watched that. It wasn't brilliant, but I do like to watch the stuff they put out because why are they putting this out now? And then after that, I think it was, no, it wasn't Interstellar. They were just pumping a load of stuff out because they pump stuff out near the time of maybe something's meant to be going on and they want to twist the story. So I'm just putting it out there. But yeah. I did watch Dave. I did watch Laura. Is it Whitworth? So I always get her name wrong thing. But I saw that one that a friend did of her and I listened to that. That was ace. But I've always said it's a wave of energy and you can see new things coming in. And I'd just like to say, because I'm just not even looking in chat because I'm just off with myself. Thank you, Mary. Is the orbs, if you saw the orbs before when I was doing the chanting, like sort of Native American Indian thing, I did the music before because I found that beautiful. And I did the chanting thing, they were all there. And there was a gold one. They're just so beautiful. People get so in fear about it. It's like I said, it's a frequency. There are negative entities, I believe. There's negative entities, entities, same thing. I see it as spirit world. We are connected to spirit world. They're all around all the time. But you attract what you are. So if you're in fear and you're sort of not coming from a loving place, you will attract negative, like I said before, people, energy, entities, whatever, because that's what you are inside. And whatever that energy entity is feeds off the same thing it is. It's not going to feed off laughter or joy or love or happiness because it isn't of the light, isn't of love. So that's why you've got to start raising your frequency. This is what changes the world as well. If some of you have been following the stuff that I follow and I talk about. So to get rid of the negativity in all areas, you have to rise with consciousness and that loving vibration. And I'm not saying it's easy all the time. It's just being aware and catching yourself when you're feeling down or you may have snapped at somebody. We all do it. And it's about being aware. To me, it's when you're not aware. It's when you go through life hurting people like these trolls doing. These people, they try to bring people down because that's what they feed off because they do have those entities attached to them. Hi. That's what they feed off. So this is why I say it's important to them to realise that because that's why they attract all the negative people and get stuck on for instance, on YouTube, obviously, because I come on YouTube, these people I see going everywhere, they're more in the channels of negativity and people who are just playing ping pong, I call it, just going back and forth, calling people, trying to cause trouble, trying to jump in people's chats for no reason because they haven't got anything else better going on in their life, which I feel sorry for them because if they actually came maybe out to meet people and started taking notice and maybe started commenting nice comments, they'd get that sort of vibration back. They'd get that love back off people. And then maybe they'd realise that just being a bit kinder in spirit would start healing them and bringing the best out in them. Because what it's all about is bringing the best yourself out, your true authentic self. I'll come in chat in a minute. And oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. So if you're a person who goes through life hurting people and you're always doing things for self all the time and you never realise what you're doing, which is a bit narcissistic, and you're not aware, that's a problem. They're the sort of people who are going to have a problem in life. They're never going to have true friends or anything because, oh, trying again, keep trying, because they're not aware. So sometimes, yeah, you know, we can get a bit, but when you're aware, it's different because you're aware that you said that, and then you think next time, do you know, tomorrow I'm going to be better, and I shouldn't have got a bit stressed at that and this, that, and the other, and I'm going to try and be better tomorrow or this minute now or whatever. So it is an awareness, and that's why we say a consciousness. Yeah, do service for others. Look after yourself because it is that, it's not that they're more service to self, even though we're sort of service to self, as in you've got to look after yourself because therefore you can't look after others. And that's why I say you have to put barriers up. You have to say no to people. Even if you're spiritual doesn't mean you're a spiritual doormat, because that side know that if you're a kind, loving person, you know, and you like to think the best of everyone, they come after you because they can see it and they try to get in. I know that from experience and a lot of other people do. So put your spiritual barriers up. Don't let people take the mick out, yeah? You know, tell them no. And like, it's like, for instance, when people come in my chat now and then they go back to the other channels, they go on, oh, I've been censored and they've been shut out and they've been deleted because they don't want me to say anything. No, we don't, because we don't want your energy. If you know the universe or us, everything works off energy and frequency and sound, we know what you're all about, so we don't want you. Go elsewhere, go in your drama channels because no one's interested. You know, no one's interested because the world is moving and raising its vibration and it's coming higher in consciousness. Some people saying the world is splitting in consciousness, if you think of it like that. And these people are just going to stay in the drama. We're moving up, we're moving away, we're flowing like water, just like Bruce Lee said. You've got to flow, you can't stay stale. Energy doesn't stay, it's moving, that's why the orbs move about. People say, oh, it's dust. Yeah, there's dust in it because this space around us is always moving. It's full of energy and that's what we all are. Everything is energy. If you're not moving, I mean, think about if you just stayed on something from the past and just stay there, how are you growing? We're evolving all the time and we know evolve is love. So have love for one another, evolve, explore, be excited about life. I'm just on the flow now. See, I'm on the flow. Be of wonderment, like, wow, this world's crazy, but at the same time, it's like, wow, like, I'm like looking at my orbs going, oh my God, like, I'm in wonderment every time I see them, but in wonderment of being like, oh wow, look at this, look at that. It's a joy and it's a love and it pumps that frequency out. You might not be able to see it. Some of us can see it because the orbs are, you know, like frequency. You're out in nature and you're seeing, that's how I am in nature. I'm just like, oh wow, look at the trees and everything's beautiful and oh wow, being wonderment. These people are just in boredom, I think, you know. That Laura Whitworth, QHHT was brilliant. I watched it twice, Ollie. She's brilliant. I watched the one that I friended on, you know, when she did it and then she sort of redid it, but it's ace. But I did say that in my session. I said at the end there was beings that manifested and they pumped this crystal light out in waves and it was for humanity to help them to raise their frequency. So a lot that she said really resonated with me as well. But yeah, thank you, Effie. I was on the flow then, on the flow. So don't be stagnant. We go with the water. It's better to ride the waves and try and be resistant against them because you won't win. You'll get your boat smashed up, you know. You've got to go with it. Got to go with it. Got to go with it. It'll take you to many great places and you'll meet new people. You know, we lose friends along the way if they're not people that unconditionally love you. I've lost people on the way, but my best friends and my best friend, and I've got new ones as well, she's been my best friend since I was 16, and she just says, we love you the way you are. You know, we don't care what you talk about. We love you anyway. Because they know I've always been like this, you know, and that is a good friend. And new friends, and I've met some of you in chat, the lovely Roxanne as well, and Tapper, and loads of other people, absolutely brilliant people. We're all at different ages, different stages, but we know it's a frequency. And, you know, I'll just say to the message to the people that come to troll, people that are sub just to be in drama, why are you watching? You must be getting a frequency off me. Why are you watching? I don't go over to other people's channel watching people that I'm not interested in. Yeah. Reminds me of a homeless man years ago who was telling a driver going by who was yelling at him to get a job. The homeless man yelled back at him, why don't you get a life? And you wouldn't. Exactly, Duck Sister. See, people will moan at other people, like someone said that about my hair, or, oh, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that? Why are you worrying about other people? Go and sort your own life out. Yeah, why is that guy bothered about that homeless person? He's not homeless. If that guy's happy, that guy's happy. But this is what people are like. They're so enthralled because of the way mainstream media is and social media and, you know, Facebook. I just throw stuff out on Facebook people don't like. But, you know, oh, look at me in my perfect family when they're probably arguing behind closed doors. And they're so enthralled in other people's businesses. That's why I said, do what you want and take no notice of what anyone says to you. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's benefiting you, not others. And they only do it to get on a moral high thing to make themselves feel better about themselves because their life's not going right and they don't understand who they truly are. They can't be their authentic self. Like, you know, they wear a mask and they do wear a mask because it's like they're afraid of being the true authentic self. I mean, if you've always wanted to speak out but you're afraid, start speaking out. You don't have to do it in a nasty way, but thank you, Miss Q. My best friend from the age of 4 is still my best friend today. Other than that, the missus, but how many people can say that? Exactly, Red Eye Jedi. And what people do is, you know, they'll put a load of stuff on Facebook. They'll say yes to a load of people and they don't know half the people. Because you just, you know, that's the way it is. And people think, oh, I've got 100 and odd friends or thousands of friends. No, you haven't. They're not all your true friends. You normally have a handful or three, like, really, really good friends that you know will be there for you through anything, no matter who you're supporting, what you're doing, what you're shouting out about or not shouting out about. They're there because it is about unconditional love. They love you anyway. And I'm like that with my friend, and it's beautiful. The other friends who are telling you to do stuff and this, that and the other, they're not friends. They're not friends. Because if they were friends, they'd be happy for you. They just want to bring other people down, or they don't want to see other people happy because they've not got that thing you've got in their life, or whatever it is, whatever way round it is. But yeah, me, friends that no matter how long apart you fall straight back into a friendship. You don't see them for ages. I've done that with a friend from 20 years, got back together and we were like, oh, it's like we were never apart. You know, and I have a lot of friends like that don't live near me, and when we do talk, we're like, oh, it's like we were never apart. And I have a lot of comments that when people do meet me, as some people will know in chat, and especially Tapper, and if some other people who are in chat that are not in at the minute, especially Rachel Pixie as well, that when they first met me, they were like, oh my God, it's like talking to a friend that I've known for years. Not just because I'm on here, because that's the way I am anyway. I don't put no airs or graces on or pretend to be something I'm not. It's just me. And no one can tell you to do anything for you because you know the best thing for yourself, you know? So, yeah, exactly. Why would you want to be like anyone else? But that's the thing with today. Everybody's, hi, Teacher Smith. Everybody wants to be. I start college next week. both colleges. They want you looking the same, you know, everyone's having surgery and you end up looking the same nearly, and everyone's doing this and everyone's doing that and everyone's looking the same and everyone wants to be the same. It's boring. I'm like, just be you. Stop trying to fit into the, I don't know, social jigsaw, whatever you want to call it. Social jigsaw. Who wants to be the social jigsaw? I'd rather be the missing piece. That even didn't make sense, but you know. You know, and it's like people laugh like, you know, I've had those channels that come and like, thank you, you know, come and do silly hit pieces on you and call you in. And someone called me illiterate once. Yeah, I am. So what? But I know that, so you can't tell me something I don't already know. But in a sense, people who know me behind the scenes when I come out with funny words, and I'll give you 2 examples, and I think it's funny, I can laugh at myself, I don't care. So what? I make my own language up, I'm not bothered. I don't go by the system. So, for instance, if anyone knows Gary John, I was talking to him the other day, I was like, oh, well, it'll all come to fruition. I think it was at the meetup, and he was like, fruition? Don't you mean fruition? I was like, yeah, but that's my new word now. I'm sticking it in the dictionary. Fruitation, because at the end of the day, it's the same thing to me. It ripens. So it'll ripen in the end, you know. So it'll be all right in the end. Fruition, fruitation. And then I was saying to Roxanne on the way back from a meetup the other week, and I was like, yeah, well, for years I thought a handbag, you know, a lady's handbag was a handbag. And she said, what, when you went shopping to put your ham in? And I was like, I know. I said, oh, what am I like? I said, but, you know, I laugh at myself, so it doesn't matter that people come and say things because I know that already, but I think it's quite funny. And I think it's quite endearing as well. You know, people just don't want to have a laugh these days. They just want to rip people down. They can't have a laugh about anything. They can't see the funny side in anything. It's like, go get a grip of yourself. I put on Facebook today, I'm going to come and chat in a minute. I'm just on a proper, that's why I'm talking fast. I'm on a proper, yeah, please use the word fruitation just to take the mick. It's a new word. It's not fruition, it's fruitation. But who cares? I've always been like that throughout my life, and I'm not going to start changing now because people are out there who think they're very intellectual, think they've got something to say because they went to university or something. I really don't care. I make my own language up. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. So I put on Facebook today, some of you may have seen it who were over there, I thought I'm on one today. I'm in one of them funny moods. So I put, where is it? Some people are so fecking, yeah, put fecking, negative on every fecking, oh, what did I put? Oh, just let me change it. I've actually wrote it wrong. Right, I put, that's quite funny. Right, so let me change that. Right, so I put, I've got to find it again now. Some people are so fecking negative on every fecking level. Fecking lighten up, be happy for others, and stop being a fecking drag. Do you know what I mean? I think I've had too much coffee today. Brian Stavely in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, Brian, great stream today with Robin. I think the 2 of you are fantastic, and the people you have on and everyone in this chat's fantastic. But that stream today, you know, about, because you mentioned my orbs and stuff, the energy and the positivity, that's where I'm at, you know. People in flat earth, it's great, but like you said, and I'm on that same vibe, that's why it doesn't really bother me, that's not the be end all and end all of all the lies that we know we've been lied to. There's much more creator source and loads of other things that we're just going to keep finding and evolving, and people like to think that that's just it, but I don't think it is. I think we're just ever evolving. We've got to bring these communities together, because look at the chat. We've got to bring these communities together, unity. All them people out there are shouting about no unity. That's what they do on that side, the elites and all that. No, it's called teamwork, and you work better in a team with a vibe. These people just say that because I don't really think they've got unity with anyone, because they've not really got strong people behind them, if you know what I mean. We have a very, very true happy family. We do. Oh, it's Miss Q. It's just I'll tell you about it when I get into it. There's no point me talking about it yet because I've not got there yet. It's to do with yeah. I'll talk about it another time. Yeah, fecking. You don't give a see new word. We've got fruitation and all that. But if you haven't checked Brian Staveley's channel out, please go and check it out in the Ace chat today with the lovely Robin off Lifting the Lid. Go and check his channel out as well, because this is what we need. And I think you're gonna be seeing more positive channels coming out. They're the only really ones I follow, really. Why would you be wanting to follow someone round who's doom and gloom and keeps regurgitating the same old thing, and it's boring and it's just full of people that are stuck, basically. I feel sorry for them, and I hope they go with the flow, because like I said, everything is energy, and we've got to go with the flow and be like water, like Bruce Lee said. We're all electrical, multi-dimensional energy beings. Thank you, Red Eye Jedi. So, anyway, I'm going to go in a minute because what time it is? Oh yeah, it's late, but I was just fixing these, and I've done so much today. Changing the boys' bedrooms over. I want to know how you're all feeling. I feel 2020, we said new energies are coming. I do believe these orbs, photonic light from the divine, whatever you want to call it, and people who are on the wavelength of new energies coming in, that's what I believe it is. And the ones today were brilliant. Feeling like very strong, positive, loving energies. That's why you've got to keep it up, because we're, the dark can't stand the light, so that's why we're doing what we're doing. Spirit animal people, me dragonfly, butterflies. I've got my lovely cuff on with all gemstones round it, making these. I've got to do yours tomorrow, Dave, because I was doing Finn's bedroom. He's moved into he doesn't know yet, into his bigger brother's bedroom. And he's gone in smaller one, so he's going to have more room to play. So turning all that upside down before dragging the beds out, fixing big desks up, dragging this through. My 20-year-old's I'm like, right, come on, your mum's She-Ra, come on, move out the way, let's get this downstairs, let's do this. And listening to your chat, Brian, at the same time as trying to say hi in chat. I was multitasking. People love your bags. Yeah, I've got a few bags left, but what am I sat on at the minute? I've got can't even remember how I got to your channel. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, my knees are going. I'm sat on one of my cushions. These are mine at the minute. I'm being greedy, but I'm sat on one of my cushions that I will be making more of and selling. And then I made a buffet. This one's bigger. You can tell the difference. This one is higher than this. That's massive. If you can tell. Ooh. So, oh yeah. What were we saying? Not stop acting in a panto. Oh, have you? Oh yeah, you do pantos. 2 more shows tomorrow. Busy, all good. Played a dame, a rat, and a pirate. Oh, fantastic. Can't remember how I got to your channel, but I believe I was spiritually brought here, just meant to find you, resonate with everything you're about. Awakening Art, Trump, JFK Jr. Thank you, Mary, because that's the thing as well. You find people you're meant to find, because when you're pumping out an energy and a frequency, you will find the people you're meant to. I found you from Shane after listening to your BQH. That's oh, is that how you found me through my session? Yeah, that session was mad. But it resonates a lot, and it's making sense more now. The waves of frequency and the beings and the crystal light and everything. It just makes more sense every day with that, even though it will sound weird to some people. But that's what I'm saying. People say it's algorithms. It's not algorithms. It's when you're resonating, like attracts like. If you know about law of attraction, it is real. It's just some people can't do it because they don't put the feeling behind it, heart and head coherence and brain coherence and the feeling to it. So when I do it all the time. Sometimes I'll wake up and think, I'd really love to find somebody who's talking about 10 minutes after, I'm like, ooh, who's this? Yeah, people say, oh, it's listening to you and this, that, and the other. You put the vibe out, the frequency, you'll attract the people with the vibes, and you'll attract these people. Oh yeah, I'll let you know more about my cushions. I'll have to do a chat about. I'll show you some of my art stuff, because obviously I do sell some stuff. I'm trying to make stock up and that, but I did make these for me, and I'm sat on one of them now. The other one's a floor cushion, and they stack up on each other. The other one's more of a puffy, like a footstool, if you want to say. I'm going to make some for Finn's bedroom, but I am making some others as well. And all the other stuff I do. But yeah, my Christmas tree's still up. I'm like, it's going in the bin though, because it's old, and I've got loads of stuff to take to the tip tomorrow, you know, cleaning my boys' rooms out. I'm like, do you need all this stuff? I found you from Q channel. I found you from some Q channel. Ah, yeah, a lot of people know I'm into the Q, you know, but if you're not, you're not, it doesn't matter. And the Trump, but it doesn't matter if you're into him or not. You know, Dark to Light, Dolly's channel popped up in the feed, and I went bingo and haven't looked back. Oh, thank you, Miss Q. Yeah, so Miss Q's had a bag, haven't you? Or was it two? I can't remember if it's you or Miss Chime. Is my hair heavy? Yeah, it is at the minute. I'm getting used to it. I'm waiting for it to drop because it sticks out quite a bit and then it softens down, and I've got to sleep on it tonight. But all you do at bedtime is you just sort of put your hair up or sleep on it like this. Just knock someone out with it. But yeah, I can't remember how I found Dolly's channel either, but I have a good idea. It was from Michelle Y video talking about Cameron Diaz being a man. Also said Sylvester Stallone is a woman. Well, I was just talking about that before, Jimmy, because see, people get paranoid with it. There's too many people out there on YouTube channels saying every woman's a man. It's ridiculous. Yes, there are in Hollywood, but it's not every woman. That's why I said people get paranoid, and they really need to stop with it because it's getting a bit boring now. You know, it's a bit like, yeah, well, you know, I think Michelle Obama is and a few other people, but it's not everybody. You know, you've got men going around calling every woman on YouTube. Oh, every woman on a YouTube a man. It's sorry. We've got kids, and they go around telling people that they've paid to pretend someone of the kids and all that. Us lot. Someone said that about me and a friend, and it's ridiculous. People really need to go and get a life. And then they've got people in the chats that can't make their own discernment of people. They follow people and believe them. It's ridiculous. Really ridiculous that people get that paranoid. Just saying. She might be, but who knows? I don't really care. It's each to your own thing. I mean, yeah, the only problem I have is when people lie and they don't tell you. But at the end of the day, that chat's boring and too many people are going on about it. So I'm not going to go on about it myself now, you know. Oh, well. You know, my volume changed. It may have done. I don't know. Oh, sorry, did my volume change? I don't know if you heard any of that. I'm just saying it's a bit boring, that chat about women and men and men. Well, maybe there's a load of men out there that you're all women. Do you know what I mean? Should we turn it round? It's boring. It's really, really boring. We know there's a lot of people out there in Hollywood and in places. So what? I think Michelle Obama is the only problem is, you know, they don't say it, which is a lie anyway. But nobody cares about that. People are getting too paranoid. You know, it's like they think, like I said earlier on, they think people in the government, the FBI, they're all bad. It's not everybody bad. They're controlled. So, yeah, Big Mike. Yeah, exactly. Damon, love your dreads. Thank you. Yeah, it was turned into a dread chat and then it didn't because they are new. They're only a couple of days old. But I got told I'm too old for it. So apparently when you get to a certain age, you're not allowed dread. So, I don't know. But yes, it's my, what is it, third night's sleep on them. So I did all right last night. So just cricked my knee. Don't know why I'm sat on the floor. But yeah, I'm loving them so far. I'm going to get more hairstyles in them than I had before. Hi, Dolly. Oh, thank you. I can't remember how I found you, Dolly, but I know I was going through some tough times at the time. I believe something divine stepped in and led me here. Thank you. It's probably fully flat earth. I mean, the thing is with my channel, I talk about so many different stuff. I'm not just stuck in one thing. I talk about everything. Even if people don't like some of the stuff I talk about. I'm 45 and mine are 2 years old. Yay! I'm just waiting for mine to fall a bit, you know, they stick out a little bit, but exactly, you're never too old. And yeah, I'm seeing a lot of new people, some dreadheads, so that's good, because, you know, that is good. I lost everything in 2019. This will, yeah, they will settle. That's what I'm waiting for them to settle. It'll be easier when they've settled. So you will be seeing me doing hair chats, because obviously I'm going through a Jedi. I'm a Jedi. We're all Jedis. A dread journey. So I will be talking about hair. So that might be boring for some, but oh well. But I will be doing that because it's a whole part of my spiritual journey. Like I said, I've not done it for fashion. I've not done it for a trend. I've done it for a spiritual reason, and because my hair is, like I've said, naturally curly, and it's annoying. So it's easier. I don't like putting chemicals on my hair. I don't like straightening it. So, you know, and it's my, you know, what I want to do. Robert Horton Wall Castles. I must. Oh, thank you. And you too as well. Yeah, it's just easier. I've got better things to be doing than sorting my hair out, you know. 45 minutes blow drying it and then straightening it. And no, I don't think so. I just can't be bothered. You know, I'm getting the greys in. Au naturel. You know, I'm not bothered about them. I just can't be bothered. So, yeah, so like I said, when I get myself, I need like an Indian, what they called, like a room divider, them wooden ones, that I can put around my computer area. That's when I'm going to start putting artwork at the back so you can see it, because I do believe they sort of hold some energy codes really for people, you know, when I'm doing my art. But I may come for a chat tomorrow if I get the rest of the bits finished off that I was doing today, and I might come and talk about journaling maybe, because it's the start of the year. I would suggest good advice is to get a journal and start writing bits down, bits that you want to come in, just because when you look back, like I said before, it's interesting. It's really interesting. Sunset mixed with stars. Is that Texas? Yeah, see, people could get really triggered, couldn't they? Go, look at Dolly, she's deep state, she's got Moloch in the background. Oh, satanic rituals. It's like, no, my mum got me this. It's the Watcher. You know, that's how paranoid people get. We've all been there. No, my mum got this from the charity shop, but yeah, this is what people say. Look at her. She's FBI, CIA, deep state, deep fake, satanical ritual person, because she's got an owl, and she's got, what else have I got? She's got a tattoo with butterflies on, like MK Ultra, mind control. What do they call it? Oh, what's the moth called? Not a butterfly. Monarch training. She's, what else have I got? Oh, there'll be something. There'll be something. I don't know. That Buddha. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because it was placed strategically on the side. It's just because I decided to sit here, up there. Oh, let me show you my little Buddha. I don't know if this is me. It's not working properly, but I think it's the actual cone. This is a bullet. Yeah, it's a bullet because I work for the FBI. No, it's not. It's a, what is it? It's a incense cone, but I don't think it's a good one, because you meant to put it on here like that. You meant to burn it, but it didn't work. And a smoke comes down here, so it looks like a river. My little Buddha. But I think the cones are naff, so I'm going to have to try some decent ones. So, yeah. Don't tell anyone I work for Deep State. Shh. But this is what I mean about people getting paranoid. Ooh, if you're wearing red shoes, you must be from the Red Shoe Society. You know, the elites, the ones that make shoes out of you know what. Yeah. Okay. What else is there? Oh, you know, when the likes go up to 33, oh, 33, oh, she's a Freemason. Also stands for Christ consciousness as well, you know what I mean? But, and people at the bottom, the Masons, don't even know what's going on. So, you know, there's so many people that get paranoid. It's absolute hilarious. I did a chat on this. I went through the whole paranoid stage, you know. We know things listening to you, but I don't really give a toss. I'm just like, if you can hear me, listen to me. I'm not really bothered. I'm not going living my life through paranoia. Because the whole thing of paranoia is frequency as well. You know, you're letting that. I believe even if they were saying like, what is it, G5 or whatever you call it and all that, or whatever way around it is, it's a frequency as well. But yeah, I know they can harm you, but I do believe if you raise your frequency, that's why they want you dumbed down. It doesn't work as much. That's what I believe personally. And your reality is what you think it is. You create your own reality. So stop letting people, I'm going to go now, stop letting people create your own reality and telling you what you are and telling you what you should do. You're your own creator, god, goddess of your own life, your own universe. But we're all together as one. We all are expressions of the divine, expressing ourselves in many beautiful different ways. Why would we all want to be the same, expressing the same thing? How boring would that be for the divine? I mean, why would you want to do that? Yeah, let's all go down and lower ourselves in the third dimension and be of source, but we'll split up, like I said, we're like a tree, the core, but we divide off in many branches. Sometimes we might come back in, but we're all core, we're all one. Why would you want to express yourself as the same person with the same thing? How boring would that be? So the creator wants to express through many different expressions of love and joy and all that, blah, 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 blah. I'll stay here in the 50, exactly. But you're in the 50 when you raise your frequency. You're in the 3D lower when you lower it. You still have to be aware. You know, I watch bits of news because I'm like, oh, what they're saying. Oh, I know what they're really saying because they twist everything. Everything's upside down with them. And it's fun to look at that. You know, you're like, that's why the whole QAnon thing, I've calmed down. I'm just sitting eating the popcorn like, yeah. Sorry to put this out there. They're going on about the Iran thing. Don't get triggered. That's MSM going on about the Iran thing. He was a horrible person. He's killed many people. And they don't want people coming into other countries doing that. So they're taking the bad people out. Just keep watching. But MSM aren't going to tell you that. They're going to make out all the people who've been in control of other countries all around the world are good leaders and they're all nice. Well, you need to go and research what they've been doing to their own people as well. So just throwing that out there because people just do not research. Yeah, the Upside Down. That's why in what was the series on Netflix called? Stranger Things, the Upside Down world. They revert everything. We know this. They revert the symbols. They revert everything upside down. So when people get triggered by the number 33 and think everyone's a Mason, Freemason, it's not. They just stole everything, as I've said before. So yeah, topsy-turvy. Yeah, Q says they stole our signs. They did. I shout that out all the time. Everything that was good, they came in and twisted it. So that's why when people get paranoid going, oh, it's this, and this, it's like, yeah, it can mean that, yeah, we're reclaiming everything. We'll reclaim everything back up and we'll put it back up. It's like the star, the pentagram, everyone gets, oh, it's the devil. Yeah, they revert it the other way around with the devil horns. We're reversing it back up because that is actually in the sky, that star. We have all stars. So, yeah. You may see me tomorrow, let's say. It depends if I'm tired from doing all this change around of the house sort of thing. So, yeah. And thank you, Four Leaf Clover. And I'll be doing videos on it, let you know how it's going on and how it changes and whatever it does, I don't know. And showing you when I dress it up, because I have actually got I don't know where it is. I've got a piece of pink thread somewhere, it's round here, all twisted in. I've got a few beads in, but they've gone round the back because they're round here somewhere. But because I'm a creative person, of course I want creative hair as well. I can, put things in it. Put a Q bead in it. I could put anything in it. So, yeah. We are star frequencies. Exactly, Damon. That's what I think we are. The reason why NASA try and do the fake ass pictures of what they think they're showing us they look like is because they're not showing us what they look like. So when people go on about space is not real, oh, I think it is. It's just not how they say it. It's space all around us. They don't want us to see what's truly there, just like the Bible says, don't look at the stars, this, that, and the other. It's because they're living celestial beings. They're alive. They pulsate energy. If they're pulsating energy and they sing and they because they do move, if you've seen proper videos of them, that means they're alive. It's energy, so therefore they're alive. Maybe not the same way we are, but it's energies, and that's why when people do like star charts and they go on about all this stuff and the cycles and the conjunction that's in what's it called, the dark crystal, the conjunction, when the planets change and all that, because their energies affect us. I've said it before, but that's just me, but maybe a few other people. Yeah, Miss Q, we are all on that frequency. That's why we find beautiful people like Dolly. Thank you, Damon. And it is very true. We all find who we're meant to find at the right divine time. So that's why we're all coming together with community. You may be new to my chat and you may not like everything I talk about, but know that I come from the heart. And I've said this before, the main thing that I want is to help people build the frequency up and realise that we are all one. We're here for humanity. We're here for our kids' kids and kids, grandkids and all that, because we're changing timelines of the way we want Earth to go and people to live back in harmony as I believe it was back in the day before we fell from consciousness and became greedy, you know? Yep, so true soul fam, troll vibe, the vibe tribe in the house there. So I'm going to go, because you know what I'm like, I say I'm going to go and then I'm on for an hour later. I could actually do a 24-hour stint, I think, but, you know. So, yeah, we don't have to always agree, but we will always agree on that we want well for each other and we're coming from the heart, you know. That's the main thing, I think. And we know we've all been lied to, so is everyone getting the knickers in a twist about everything? It's like, well, we've all been lied to, so stop getting your knickers in a twist. Yeah, we have been on this journey from day dot. I started on InfoWars and moved to Q. We were shouting out Alex Jones before, but still wakes you up. Yeah, it's been ace, hasn't it? And 2020 is going to be a good year, you can feel it. Lots of people are going to be seen for who they are and what they are, higher up and lower downs. We've got all the good stuff coming out of that, but it's going to be chaotic for the people that don't know. There's lots of energies coming in, supernatural energies, if you want to put it that way. Lots of beautiful. I believe there'll be more beautiful channels coming out. There'll be more meetups with beautiful people uniting in a consciousness of love and light, basically. That's how I see it. Yeah, 2020 is the mighty fall. I know. Can't wait. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's why, if you've not noticed, they're pumping out a lot of films. Like they just had the second Independence Day film on about the alien and all that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Keep pumping your fear-mongering crap out, because if something like that did happen, they want you to think that it's fake and that you'd be, you know, fear-mongering. It's all fear-mongering. We need to focus on what we can unite us and not what will divide us. Exactly. And that's why I say there's a lot of communities coming together and yeah, new solutions to a new way in a new world. That's what we're doing. Yeah, fear porn, exactly. You're as bad as me, you've wrote that. Yeah. So, yeah, great, Damon. Thanks for coming in and showing yourself and commenting, because it's a great chat that we're in. We get a few, you know, ones dwelling under the bridge, but we have taxis ready. You know, we are putting it right. We are putting it right and we're putting the light out. So keep shining your light, people. Keep being in a good vibe. You know, we have off days. We're human as well, you know. Spiritual beings having a human experience, it's hard. We came here to have an experience. So to learn from our mistakes, that's what you're learning for. That's what life's all about. It's a school and you're learning from mistakes and things. It helps you grow. You know, you've got to have a bit of chaos to help you grow. I've been a subscriber since... Oh, have you? What, if you never came in? You haven't? 2017 when Q started? Oh, that's nice to know then. Because I just will say, Damon, do you mean to my channel? So I'd like to ask you a question then, because I've had subscribers that have been with me from the beginning. And some have fell off and called me an evil person. Oh, they've called me racist. They've called me everything because they just... Maybe I'm not talking about something they'd like me to talk about, but I've always been the same person. I've changed in hairstyles and things because I'm always like to express and experience different things till I found my true authentic self. But I've always expressed positivity. Always expressed positivity. No matter what I was talking about. I came on YouTube to express and show positivity because I've been around narcissistic people and I don't like it, and I want people to realise they are worthy. Everybody's worthy. No one's higher than anyone. And that is one of the messages I put out there all the time. Never stop saying it. You know, even if I've got things wrong sometimes or whatever it is, or people say you're contradicting yourself, it's not contradicting, it's how you grow. You can be in something and move from it. Doesn't matter. That's how we grow. So you have always been a true light being, Dolly. Thank you, Damon. It's a really nice thing to say, because I never came on here to make money. It's not monetized anyway. You know, sometimes people do pay a coffee donation to my PayPal, as in I just see that as an energy exchange, but that's it basically. I'm not on here to be having thousands of subscribers. Though if that happened, obviously that'd be beautiful, the more people you're reaching, but that's not why I've come on here to be all ego or whatever. It's just, I love talking, as you can tell. I love talking to people. I want people to realise that I could cry in a minute if I talk about it, because I am, you know, a person that has got feelings, that they are worthy. I've said this before, and I don't want people to feel that they're not, and that they've been in sad places or they've had bad things happen to them in the past. We all have. I want you to realise, step away from it. Your past doesn't define you and your future, and you are worthy, and no one's above you. It doesn't matter if they've got more money, if they've got this, that, and it doesn't matter. You know, you're the only one. You're the only you. You're all special. You're all divine. There's only one of you like you. You're authentic you. So shine it out. Be the true, authentic you. People laugh at you and stuff like. So what? So what? So that's my message. We like Trump and Q, so we must be right wing fanatics. Oh yes, Red Eye Jedi. Of course we are. Oh, you got someone who had the balls to stand up against the elitists and actually say what he says, and everyone's going mad. But there you go. But that's just my opinion. You know, if anyone's new, you don't have to jump off the channel just because that offends you. But it's hard to please everyone. Oh God, it is. Yeah, people think like pleasing them every time, all day long. Do you know what I mean? I love listening to you and watching you light up. Thank you, because my light ups are getting stronger. Yeah, I talk to them. People think I'm mad and think it's dust. Strange. Empathy describes the truth. So yeah. So anyway, thanks for coming in, because I was just you can only cry happy tears, please. Oh yeah, it's always happy tears. You know me though, I am real because I actually feel, and I get upset for people, and as much as I get tired sometimes doing this, even if I'm not on as much as I used to be, it's because I feel like I'm meant to be talking to people and giving you a vibe. So hi Stephen, hi there. The light orbs are real. Yes they are. It's just a lot of people who don't research or in fear will always go, it's dust. It's like, when does dust move about like this and shine light and have rainbow lights in it and faces and different colours and wings and all this? Like, maybe these people should actually go and try and do it themselves, but I don't know if it'd be attracted to them, because, you know, you've got to believe as well. So yes. So anyway, I'm going to go. And I may see you tomorrow, I don't know. I may see you in the daytime around dinner, maybe, for a little chat about journals and go through some of my pictures, because I love sharing my art with you. So maybe, if I'm not, then it'll be in the week. Depends, because it's late now anyway and I need to get to bed. Yes, thank you. So thank you all new people that have come along. And thank you, Damon, for commenting, because I thought you were brand new, but I know there's people who listen in and don't comment. So anyone who does listen in quietly, it doesn't mean you have to come into comments, but maybe 2020 is a time for you to come and say hi, because everyone in chat is beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Kieran, I've just got to say, Kieran, before I go, you were at the meeting. I didn't even know it was you. I'm like going on about, yeah, Q. Well, then, and Tap was like, you do know that was Kieran, or Roxanne to me, you do know that was Kieran. And I was like, no, I didn't. I was just waffling on with myself. I was like, oh my God, what do we... So it was lovely to meet you and Jackie and everything. And yeah, I didn't even know it was you. Oh my God. So I don't know what Kieran thought, because Kieran, if it's you, it is you that I met, isn't it, at the meetup before I start going on like, hi. Was it you? Refuel with eye contact, exactly. You've helped me get my confidence in life and myself back. Thank you, Mary. I'm glad that's what I want to do. Oh, it wasn't you. Oh, okay. Oh, there might be two Kierans then. Maybe. Could be. Oh. Yeah. I'm in Australia. Oh, well, it definitely wasn't you, not unless you got on a plane and flew over and came over. Oh, well, hi from down under. So, oi, oi. Well, there's another Kieran who's Irish. So there you go. So, like I said, I best go because it's getting late and I may see you tomorrow around dinner. I know, you know what I'm like. Oh, well. Well, hi anyway. And I shall see you very soon. So remember, just be the true authentic self and do the things that you love to do and don't worry about anybody else. And I know. And I'll see you soon. Night, everybody. Where's the bloody button? Night all. Bye.